This is amazing. I know.
Good news, I hope.
It's the best. The donor drive was a success.
We have a bone marrow match for Danny.
What? You're kidding? That's amazing. Well, how soon can you get the transplant?
That depends on you.
I don't follow. Why would scheduling a surgery depend on me?
Because you're the match.
Me? I'm the match. Are you serious?
The lab tested all the volunteers, and you were the only one who came back as a match.
But I'm not related to Danny or any of you.
We know.
Yeah, right. But the doctors did tell us that there was a possibility that anyone could be a match, and that's why we had everyone tested.
Yeah, but what are the odds of that?
1 in 50,000. That's what the doctors told us. Somehow it's you.
Julia.
I'm very sorry that I yelled at you the other day about you bumping the story off the front page. Oh.
Yeah, does it seem opportunistic that I would like to apologize now that you're a match?
Please, I really felt terrible about having to bump the article. That's why I came to get tested.
Out of guilt or because it was a gesture?
Gesture? What do you mean gesture?
No. I'm just trying to find out if you're actually going to go through with this and let Dr. Clay take your bone marrow and give it to Danny.
Miss Davis, I never would have gotten tested if I weren't willing to donate.
It's a fairly difficult surgery.
I'm committed, no matter what it takes. I'm just still amazed that I'm a match.
Now, there's a front page story for you. The man who ran a story about the donor drive, he has enough of the same DNA to save a little boy's life.
Well, okay, I'm just happy to help.
Thank you, Mr. Wells. I'm sorry, I barely know you.
Hey, no need to apologize. It's always flattering to be hugged by a beautiful woman.
Yeah, well, we're really grateful
Yes.
to you. Not that there's any guarantee, because we've been warned by the doctor that even if there is a match, that Danny's going to have to go through a long process, and you've just really improved the odds tremendously.
Yeah, we can't thank you enough. You're giving Danny a fighting chance.
Well, I just hope that my bone marrow works. Although, I probably should warn you, your son might grow up to love fast cars and single-barrel bourbon.
I really don't care what he grows up to love as long as I see him grow up. I didn't think this was gonna be an option until you.
Listen, how can I help this go as fast as possible?
Does Dr. Clay even know there's a donor?
I don't know. I should probably go and tell him, though. I cannot wait for you to meet him, Mr. Wells.
Hey, if your son's gonna be using my bone marrow, I think it's time that you start calling me Derek.
Okay, well, thank you, Derek.
So I get the feeling that you don't want us to make a fuss over you.
Well, let's just say that you can thank me by keeping this low key.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, you don't see this from my behavior, but I like things understated as well.
And I can't even imagine how hard this has been for you, though.
It's been really hard. I mean, the hardest part is that there's so many ups and downs, and things soar and then they plummet. We actually had a donor, and it was a blood relative, and it turned out that he had cancer cells in his brain, and it made him ineligible.
Well, that must have been a blow.
It was a blow. Sam, of course, was devastated because we had been through everyone in the family except her. Except her father.
Sam's father refused to get tested?
No. I'm telling you that Sam's father didn't get tested because I don't know who he is.
Sam's adopted.
No. I only knew Sam's father for one night.
Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. You don't need to give me an explanation.
It's okay. I didn't remember much about Sam's father until Danny got sick, and then I remembered that I met him in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire? Really? I don't know why that I thought you were from New York.
No, I worked in New York for several years. I went to school in New Hampshire, a boarding school.
Which school was that?
Briarton Griggs. It's an all-girls school.
Oh.
And then I remembered something else about him. I remembered his name. You know, it wasn't a common name like Tom or Mike. It was more unique than that.
So, what was his name, since it wasn't Tom or Mike?
Julian.
Father's name's Julian. You're certain about that?
I'm positive. I wasn't until my daughter suggested that I get hypnotized.
Hypnosis?
Yes, I was a skeptic, but not anymore. It turns out I was an easy subject, went out just like that. And I remember the car, I remember the song that was playing, and I remember his friend knocked on the window and called him Julian.
Hey, Dawn. Hear me, Julian?
Derek, you okay?
Hospital.
AJ!
There's something you're not telling us?
How do I deliberately smash their heart into 1,000 pieces?
I know!
He's a match. What are the odds?
I am the kid's grandfather.
I think my cousin's in terrible trouble.
You gotta just hold on.